Hi, thanks to the organizers for putting on this session. My name is David Berliner. I lead the strategic finance function at Origen. Next slide, please. Oops. Perfect, thanks. At Origen, we use limestone rock to remove carbon from the air. We do that, or there's two things you need to do to be able to use limestone rock to remove carbon. One is you need to have a kiln that gives limestone rock its superpower, turn it into lime. And we do that using a proprietary oxy-fuel flash calciner kiln design. What that means is what we get out of our kiln is two product streams. One is the mineral lime, and two is a pure stream of CO2 that includes both CO2 from that limestone rock and CO2 from combustion into one pure stream that's then available for sequestration. We've created the mineral lime without any carbon emissions, and then we put that lime into passive air contactors and let it do what it wants to do, which is sponge up CO2 from the atmosphere. Three things about Origen's process that we think are unique and different. One is we use limestone as our sorbent. It's cheap, abundant mineral. Second is all of the technology that we use is proven at industrial scale. Supply chains exist at industrial scale. When you think about a megaton facility, it looks a lot like what you'd see at a cement plant or a lime plant today. So there's not a big stretch of the imagination to understand what we look like at scale. And third is most of our energy comes from molecules instead of electrons. And where there's a increasing competition for firm green power, we think that that gives us an interesting deployment advantage as we go out to build at scale. Again, we use molecules, but all the CO2 from our combustion process is captured as part of our overall system. Earlier this year, we announced the closing of a Series A, $13 million with some really great partners. And I think this is one of the things that's going to help companies like ours get over these next big hurdles and build first commercial plants. You see some of them here, and can't say enough in particular about, I think, Hatch is here today, global EPC partner, as well as Shell, great partners. We're using some of that Series A to build our first commercial facility in North Dakota. Our first demonstration scale facility up to 1,000 ton per annum, working with another great partner, EERC, hidden gem in the US. They used to be part of the Department of Energy National Lab System, but decades of experience at the forefront of carbon, energy, hydrogen, et cetera. If you don't know them, you should get to know them if you're looking for a commercialization test center. And in parallel, we're progressing on our first commercial facility, which we announced earlier this year. We're co-developing with Shell and Mitsubishi as part of the Pelican project. So over the next day and a half, I'm here. I'd love to tell you more about our technology and some of our thoughts on energy. I'm excited for the panel at the end of tomorrow to hear more about that. I'd love to tell you why we love our partners and make introductions to any of them if you're looking for an EPC partner, carbon DAC hubs, et cetera. I'd love to tell you more about that commercial project and talk to you about our offtake philosophy and investment opportunities we have following on that Series A, as well as more we'll be doing end of this year and into next. So thank you very much.